Good morning and welcome to Spinster's Library. I'm Claudia. I have taken the day off today and this library is going to get transformed today. If you're not aware, I am moving to Germany in a few short weeks. Living in Wales right now. This has got to go. I'm taking you along with me today on this vlog in which I am going to attempt, and likely fail, no, I'm going to attempt and succeed at clearing up all of my shelves in this office. All of them. Let me show you. This is the background that you are used to from my videos. This is my TBR. Yes, I'm rolling around on my office chair to give you this shot. This is two IKEA Kallax shelves. Oh, hello, Minerva. Hello, Minerva. Little cat interlude. So we have two 2x4 IKEA Kallax shelves that, to be fair, I have already started clearing out, so they are not as full as they were just a week ago. Then behind me is where I've currently got the boxes, moving boxes and my instruments. And over there is my desk. And yes, I have got my studio lights on today because it is so dark and rainy outside that actually just having my lamp on isn't enough to light this office well enough for me to actually see something. So I've got my studio lights here and then the desk there, which is, I would say, the normal level of cluttered that my desk often is. But the main focus is going to be on clearing out these two shelves. When I did my moving announcement video, which I'll link you to in the description box if you've not seen that yet, I talked about how I'm not taking any furniture with me and how I'm going to try and sell, donate, gift as much of my furniture as I can, and then what I cannot get rid of to other people will have to go to the tip. And I got a lot of comments about this, a lot of people saying, no, why don't you just rent a truck? Why don't you rent a lorry? Why don't you just use a shipment company to transport your furniture? The truth is, it's just not worth it. The huge majority of the furniture in this house is second-hand and or IKEA. For example, those two shelves we bought new from IKEA. The desk I got second-hand, but is also from IKEA. That chair I got from a charity shop and it cost me £2. It is simply not worth, either financially, logically, emotionally, or environmentally, to transport all of this furniture to Germany. Instead, what we're going to do when we have our new flat is to just buy second-hand furniture there. It isn't with a heavy heart that I'm getting rid of the furniture. I genuinely do not care about these pieces of wood, paper, cardboard, whatever IKEA puts in their furniture. And I'm actually really looking forward to refurnish our new place in a style that suits me better than this does right now. But you know what is coming with us? Both the cat and the cat bed that she's sitting on. Because you like this bed, don't you, Minerva? You love this bed. Yes, even though it's all gross and covered in cat hair. You know what? I am sad to have to get rid of my plants though. I hope that I can find good homes for them. Look at this baby, isn't it precious? You can tell that the lighting hasn't been great in my office for the past few months. Okay, am I just procrastinating at this point? I think we all know the answer to that. I think I'm going to listen to my nostalgic playlist. I have a Spotify playlist that is entirely made up of songs I listened to as a teenager. My music tastes were I am going to sort all of my things into essentially three piles. One to take with, one to give away in whichever form possible. So some things I'm hoping to sell on Facebook Marketplace or Gumtree or whatever. And one pile that's going to be the rubbish pile. So things that are broken that I can't, in good conscience, give away to someone else. You know what? I'm going to link the music playlist in the description box, so if you have Spotify and for whatever weird reason you want to know what 15-year-old me was really into, check that out. Let's get started. I'm a little bit conflicted about whether to keep these CDs or not. There are some CDs that I don't really care about, like 80th birthday tribute to Sir Malcolm Arnold, who is a composer, who I genuinely do not care about. It's empty. Yeah, okay, that's going in the recycling. There are some CDs that I do care a little bit more about. This Placebo album, which is possibly the last Placebo album I bought on CD, and that's actually got the CD still in. But I don't have a CD player, and the album's probably going to be on Spotify. I think this is going to the charity shop. Let someone enjoy the music who actually has a CD player. Oh, Torchwood Children of Earth, the soundtrack. This one is amazing. It's composed by Ben Foster. He really outdid himself with this. But again, I do not own a CD player. That's good. It's going on the donate pile. What else do we have here? No, I don't need any of these CDs. None of them. I mean, I'll make sure that they all have the CD in them before I donate them. Remember ripped CDs? This is a CD which I presume my Beatles-obsessed uncle burned for me in the olden days. The Beatles live at the Hollywood Bowl 1964-65. I'm pretty sure I've actually seen a recording of that. Oh, and then we get to the random glasses cases. Do these have glasses in? That is the question. No. It's going in the bin. I have enough glasses cases. Oh, do you want to see what my old glasses look like? What do we think? They're a bit 2012, aren't they? And obviously the prescription is not quite right. My eyesight's gotten worse since. But yeah, I don't think these really slim glasses suit me really. What do you do with glasses? I'm going to put them aside because I have a feeling that there is a charity that takes prescription glasses. This is another empty glasses case. Okay, cool. Why do I hang on to this crap? You might think that, you know, having glasses cases is useful, and I'm sure it is, but for whatever reason, I own more glasses cases than I own pairs of glasses. And what good is that to anyone? On the plus side though, look, one cube is now empty. 15 more to go. get to the random stuff at the bottom of the box. And to no one's surprise, there's another pair of glasses. So let's play round 2 of what are the mystery glasses in there. Ooh, oh yeah, these need a cleaning as well. You know when dust turns to grime? Yeah, I remember these. These were one of the first, or possibly the first pair of glasses that I bought here in Wales. I got them at Specsavers, and I got them from the men's section. I really liked the sort of tortoiseshell and gold look. I think they look quite nice. I still really like these glasses, but they are the wrong prescription because my eyesight has gotten worse in the last 6 years. Yeah, the other random thing that I found in the bottom of this box is my old laptop. Wow, this is a chonker. What do I do with this now? Obviously I'm not going to take it with me, but is there still something on that drive? Does it even work? I'll have to plug that in, see if the power brick still works. Is this the other half of it? Yeah, so I'm going to have to actually plug this in and wipe it and then see if anyone wants it. I mean, this is ancient. Yeah, nothing I can do with this right now. I'm going to put this aside and investigate later. And the other thing that's in the bottom of this is this harmonica. It is quite old. I was given this when I was possibly 5 or 6. It's the wrong way around. I can't actually play it, okay? You can tell I cannot play this instrument. It's not a particularly good instrument. It's mostly plastic. It's got "Made in China" written in big letters on it. I am so incredibly sentimental about stuff from my childhood. I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna hold on to this. Maybe I'll display it on a shelf in my new place. But then we have some cables. So this looks like the bottom half of the power cable for the old laptop. And then we have some USB cables here. I will hand these over to Bill and he can keep them if he wants or get rid of them if he doesn't. And ta-da! We have cleared a second cube. Minus the cut that's fallen behind. 2 cubes down, 14 to go. I've emptied out this box now, but there seems to have been a blue glitter spill in there. What do? I can't just hand this to a charity shop because of the incidental glitter bomb. These machine washable. Do not wash, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, do not iron, do not dry clean. I guess that's a no then. I could have a go with a lint roller, and if the glitter doesn't come off, then it has to go in the bin. Well, that is 3 boxes clean. Well, not clean, but empty. 13 to go. You may have noticed that I skipped out on this one. This is university-related, you know, journal articles and papers, etc. I'll just put them on the keep pile. and worry about it later. Let me boop you. Boop. Right. Now that that important boop has happened, let's move on to the next few cubes here. By the way, I am not sorting through my TBR in this video because I'm about to move, I need content, so I'm going to do that as a separate video. Sorry, I know it's horrible, but to be honest, this video is probably going to be long enough already. Let's tackle this next bit then. Alright, this is a sealed, unused scrapbook, and I got this because, and I think this is a theme you're going to notice in this video, I am incredibly sentimental, and I cannot bear to bin cards, greetings cards, postcards, birthday cards, which wasn't a problem when I lived in Germany because, you know, Germans don't really care that much about cards. You get them for big events. But here, it's like a national sport. The Brits just send cards for any and every occasion. It's lovely that people send me these cards, but I don't know what to do with them because I can't bring myself to put them in the recycling. So I got a scrapbook, and later I'm going to have a dig through my cards and just stick them all in there. That's what I'm going to do this evening. I don't think I need to vlog that bit because that's going to be just me sitting at my desk, probably putting a makeup tutorial on YouTube or something and sticking some cards in a scrapbook. That was very quick though. I have 2 more cubes all freed up. The last 2 for the first shelf, and then that is empty. Then I'm going to have myself a little break and tackle the rest later. Okay, this is going to be annoying. So I have this entire box with envelopes and mailing bags. I, at some point, ordered something like selection of 100 mailing bags on Amazon, and they're like different sizes. Oh yeah, also, I've got this huge collection of paper bags because last year, was this last year or was this 2 years ago? I think this was last year. I sold houseplants at my university Christmas market. Again, these are useful, especially great for gifts. Well, they're only really great for gifts. What else would you use them for? But do I need this many of them? So I think what I'm going to do with all of these things is, and yeah, Also these ones, small padded envelopes. I'm going to keep some of these, but not all of them. The only other thing in that cube is a broken cat toy. All of the things, by the way, that I am getting rid of, I can't get rid of right now because at the time of recording, Wales is still in a national lockdown. Anyway, the lockdown means that I can't leave the house and just drop things off all over the place. I can't go to the charity shops, I can't go to the tip, I can't have Robin come over and pick up the things that she wants. So everything that is to be sold, donated, gifted or binned has to stay in the house until the lockdown is over. This is what it looks like right now. Yes, it is now more messy than it was before, but I don't know if you can tell, but there's 3 piles there. The rubbish pile on that side is to be sorted because I'm not just going to put all of that in the rubbish bin. Some of it needs to go in the recycling, so I'll sort through that later. The giving away pile is random things that go to the charity shop, that go to the library, that go to friends, so that needs to be sorted as well. And the pile of stuff that I'm taking with me needs to be boxed up. But first, I'm going to have lunch, because it is lunchtime. If I'm not mistaken, Bill's actually been cooking. And I'll see you back later. We are back from lunch, and yes, I have since brushed my hair and put some lipstick on. That is because I do these pictures on Instagram where I do my makeup based on a book cover. Today's makeup is based on this Doctor Who short story collection cover, which means that I did my eyeshadow all in black and gold. If you want to check out more of these looks, then follow me on Instagram. It's really fun, I enjoy doing that. Plug over. What are we here for? Yes, tidying. So, welcome to the second bookshelf here. This is going to be quicker, I think, because most of this has already been done. This, for example, this little chest of drawers is already, you know, this is heavier than it looks, is already been emptied out. This is where I kept my like nail stuff, you know, nail files and nail polish remover and so on. So yeah, and most of these again have already been looked through. Here are some papers that I need to look through, but I'm not going to do that today in the vlog because that is dull. And here is my box of nail polishes and nail related things. I've already sorted through that. I have gotten rid of a lot of old, crusty, dried up nail polishes that I'm pretty sure I have had longer than I've had Minerva. So that's already done, that's all coming with me. And there we go, that's already 3 cubes emptied. This over here is some of my collection of binders and folders. And these are also pre-sorted, so these are the ones that are still decent enough quality. I use these kinds of folders a lot to store papers and documents. Keeping that. Now what's in here? In this little orange box. Okay, there's some cables here. And here are the last 4 cubes. So let's see what we've got. We have a folder, says repertoire on it, so I expect that will be sheet music for guitars. Yep, there we go. Villa-Lobos Preludes, Legnani. Oh, this is from when I was studying at a conservatoire and I color-coded my practice. So glad I don't have to play guitar anymore. Got some John Dowland here. Nice music. Bach. I think I'm keeping the repertoire folder and I expect I'll be adding to it because I think there is some just loose leaf music somewhere which I need to put in there. And it is of course sorted by musical period. And then we have 3 more folders full of music. So this says choir on it. The second folder says busking chamber music on it. I used to go busking with a friend who plays the violin every year, every summer throughout Germany. We travel through the country on the train and play some duets. Some nice stuff, some classical stuff, but also some sort of popular music and things. Ah, that's nice. I'm keeping that. The last folder says guitar on it, which is interesting because most of my guitar sheet music is in the black folder. The last time I played guitar seriously was in 2017 at my final year concert, which I hated. By the end of my music performance career, I could not go on stage without having taken beta blockers, prescription beta blockers I should say, against the stage fright. I had such bad performance anxiety that it just wasn't fun. When I finished my final year recital, which wasn't even that long, I think it was 30 minutes of music, possibly 40 minutes of music that I had to perform, I walked off the stage, clutching my guitar. The first words I said to the lecturer who was looking after me behind the stage was, "I never have to play guitar ever again." And I haven't really felt the need to pick up my guitar since. This was 3 years ago. I think once or twice I may have taken it out of its case and done a little bit of playing, but mostly I don't miss it. And then down here is my sewing machine. I'm not actually going to get this out. There's no point in taking this out of the shelf. This is going to be sold on Marketplace. Sewing machine, and I've got these, are they called bobbins? I don't even know. So I got this sewing machine as a present from my mother-in-law pretty much the year that I moved here. So I've had this for at least 5 years, probably 6 years. And I tell myself, I'm going to learn to sew. I'm going to do it this summer. I'm going to learn to sew. And I get it out a few times and I do some mediocre sewing and then I put it away and I don't use it again. It's just not worth me taking the sewing machine with me and taking up space. If I feel the need to do some sewing in Germany and I'm serious about it, I will buy a second-hand sewing machine. We are now looking at the last 2 cubes of this shelf. And they are pretty much my university stuff. So we have 2 folders filled with journal articles, and I've got these sorted alphabetically this way round. And yeah, these are going with me because I'm still working on that research. So this is the active research. What is this? Oh, this is even, oh, okay. This is the print of a doctoral thesis on early 19th century guitar. What have we here? This is the second biggest waste of paper after Wuthering Heights. I really have to try not to insult Wuthering Heights quite so much, because one thing I've noticed is that Emily Bronte fans take it really seriously. If you have been insulted by my dislike of Wuthering Heights, just be aware that I'm joking about this. I don't actually hate Wuthering Heights. I mean, I don't like it, but it's a running joke. I'm not judging anyone for liking Wuthering Heights. Okay, PSA over. This is the biggest waste of paper that I've ever spent money on anyway. It is a history of Western music, a textbook that I've opened maybe a total number of twice in my entire undergraduate career, and I'm pretty sure I paid like £30 for this because we had to buy it, and it is entirely inadequate. Do not recommend. And then we have my entire undergraduate degree. This is all of my graded work. Basically, I am keeping all of this. I am super sentimental, even though I know that these undergraduate essays are not going to be of much use to me personally. I cannot bear the thought of getting rid of them. And all of the ones in that corner, which contain my lecture notes from my undergraduate degree, they're all staying, they're all coming with me. Is that the right decision? I don't really know, but I'm attached to them, and so I'm keeping them. Okay, my camera's flashing at me now, complaining about low battery, so I'm going to finish this vlog here. As you can see, I have completely cleared out the 16 cubes of this shelf. And that means that now I just have to store all of the things that I'm taking with me, and I have to find a place to put the things that I'm getting rid of until I can get rid of them after the lockdown. And then eventually I'm going to clean out those shelves, take some photos of them and sell them on. This is a big piece of my to-do list for the move that I've checked off now, and I'm going to treat myself with a cup of tea and a few biscuits now. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more moving, tidying, unhauling, decluttering vlogs. Thank you for watching. Bye!